$500 in silver. The chances are that if I went up to you on the street, you would take this over this. In this podcast, we are going to try and convince you to take this instead of this. Ren, why don't you start us off? Enter the bin.
Into the bin. Okay, so we have a bin of precious metals right here, and we are going to discuss the pros and cons of precious metals, why you should collect them over cash, and the benefits that come from cash versus silver. So the first thing I want to say before we pull out of the bin, what is silver stacking? Silver stacking is investing in any type of precious metal, whether that be gold, silver, or platinum, to basically protect your wealth from inflation. Silver and gold, they have a finite amount in the world. While the dollar can be printed in mass, silver and gold is limited to what we mine from the earth. So stacking silver is, in a simple sense, putting your money into a physical form of silver and gold. So I'm going to pull out a piece of silver and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to just talk about I'm trying to find my perfect favorite one, because I love the Canadian maple leaf. This is my favorite piece. Let me grab the phone so we can kind of talk about it and actually see this right here. This is a Canadian maple leaf coin. It is made in Canada. The denomination is 5 Canadian dollars. This is a silver coin. The difference in between a silver round is very, very simple. A silver coin is backed by a government. So you can go to that place and spend this coin and denomination to make money. This Canadian maple leaf is worth $5 in Canada, meaning I could go to Canada and spend it for $5. I love Canadian maple leafs because they are very simple, straight back silver. This weighs 1 ounce of silver. The current value of silver is $52 per ounce at current spot price. Meaning, if I go anywhere, this 1 ounce of silver is worth $52 US. Next, we're going to go on to Noah and his pull. He's going to grab the camera and explain a little bit about this.
Okay, so right here we have a Silver Eagle dollar. So, like the Canadian dollar, well, I guess it was a $5 coin. You can go to any supermarket in America and spend this as a $1 coin. But it is also worth its value in silver, and as you can hopefully see on the camera, it is near perfect condition. It's worth a lot more than, like, if I was given the choice between $20 in cash or this, you would definitely choose this, because not only can you spend it as $1 in US currency, but you can see how much silver this is. And what's the spot price of silver right now? Like
$53.
53. So this, does it say how many ounces this is?
This is just a 1 ounce.
It's a
It's
1
a
ounce.
1 ounce. So
American
this
silver
is
gold.
worth $53.
We need to go into explaining the grading system a bit better too, because this is
Yeah.
graded. So on a scale of 1 through 70 is how they grade coins. 70 being perfect. No errors, no issues with the coin on the surface, no scratches. This means it is an MS70. MS stands for mint state. Mint state coins are pretty rare because they're perfect. Most companies don't produce coins perfectly. It is just adds a lot of value to the coin because people who are stacking as perfectionists are looking for the perfect coin.
Yeah, so you can see right there, it's an MS70. So this is either perfect or extremely near perfect condition. And just like the Canadian coin, it's backed by a government. It is spendable, but you would definitely not spend this for $1. Because you could definitely get $1 like worth at a store for this, but this is worth $53 in silver. If you took it to a place and you melted it down, you can get $53 because that's the spot price of silver right now.
Okay, seems like it is my turn in the bin. I am going to go with these two 10 ounce. Okay, so these are some of my favorite. Here, no, would you hold that for me?
Yeah.
This is 10 ounces. So this is equal to $500 in cash versus the 1 ounce, which is only equals to 53. So these are both very similar. They're both Elizabeth II. Obviously, this one's a lot bigger and a lot heavier. What I like about this specific coin is the koala. Koalas generally go for more. I don't exactly know the definition. I don't know why. Maybe Ren can tell us a little bit about that later. But they usually go for a few dollars above the premium. I absolutely love this one. Yeah, above spot price. This is one of the prettiest coins in my collection. I absolutely love this. And then obviously there's this little one. Back to Ren.
Okay, well, Caden brought up a great point that koalas are actually more expensive. So we're gonna do a little bit of a history lesson on the koala. Give me that koala over here, real quick. Most coins.
Oh, that's not the koala.
Okay, so
This is the koala.
most coins in the world are only minted in the same design. The coin that Noah showed us is an American Silver Eagle. It only has 2 designs over 70 years of being minted. The koala is unique because it changes the design every single year, no matter what. So every year is a unique design. The reason that's special is because some people want to have every single design of this koala. So this 2014 koala is the only year where they did this specific design, meaning the premium gets higher and higher each year because people have to go years and years back to get this coin. So because this coin has gotten so rare over time, it carries a very heavy premium. The spot price of silver is $53 per ounce. This coin is 10 ounces of silver, so it's worth $530 at melt value, so just the value of silver. But I would say you could probably sell this coin for $650 because most of the time you can get koalas for around $65 per ounce. That is a hefty premium or hefty collector's value on the coin. So yeah, that is why koalas go up. So that is something that Caden needs to know.
I know. Look at that.
So yeah, that was kind of the history lesson. That the cool thing is, Caden has a couple of these like big coins. This is a kookaburra. It has the same kind of deal going on where it changes designs every year, so it has a higher premium. These coins are considered very, very collectible and will be worth a lot of money down the line.
So, Ren, I have a quick question. Tell me a little bit about this. This is also a 10-ounce bar. Would you mind telling me about that?
Okay, so we're talking about a lot of 10-ounce stuff here. And as you can see, Caden's collection is very collectible. It's not like a stacker's collection of just regular bullion. This is an Engelhard bar. Engelhard was basically one of the first companies that made bullion starting back in the 1970s. So it's very old bullion. I believe this bar was made in like 1980, 1990 era. It doesn't have a date on it, but there are specific designs that that tell you and explain the bar's history. This bar has its own unique serial number, so every bar is technically unique. And these bars carry a extremely high premium. Engelhard is one of the most collectible types of silver that you can ever have. Engelhard is like a prized possession for most stackers. Hopefully this helps you understand a little bit more of what you guys are seeing, what you have, or maybe you guys just like to look at silver. But this is an Engelhard Eagle, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's encrusted with the Engelhard bar logo on the back, and it's also stamped.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
Noah's taking over.
I'll show you guys this. So this is a type of silver that you preferably do not want to buy if you're buying silver. You definitely want to go with one of the options that we've discussed. This is called Silver Shot, and basically this is just a very disorganized array of little silver pellets. The problem with this is that it's very hard to verify, not only because of its just like the many pieces, but also just because like there could be like a couple of impure pieces combined with pure pieces, and it just makes it very hard to verify like the quality and the purity of the silver, which makes it harder. Like you probably wouldn't be able to sell it for as much compared to like the value of those, because these are like backed by a government, and this is just like random silver pieces that are just in a baggie.
All right. So for my pick, I don't know who makes this, but I have
MK bars.
MK bars. I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite little silver pieces. I think I have 20 of these. They look like pirate's gold to me. That's just what I call them. I call them my pirate's gold. Why I love these, or why I love any silver really, is because I would much rather have a piece like this or one of those than this. Oh, I love how Robert Kiyosaki says it. He calls this toilet paper. This is not. So here's what's great about silver. As the US dollar inflates, silver will always go up. There's only a certain amount of silver in the world versus this, like I think Noah said, this can always be printed. I absolutely love this piece. And I think Ren.
I would like to add something about the piece that Caden showed, because
Yes.
I always love to get into history because I'm the nerd of silver. I'm actually the unk in the group. I've been doing this the longest. This is actually a poured silver bar. So this is pretty unique because most of the time in this world, you see heavily manufactured pieces of silver like this, where they are all the exact same and they are pressed by a machine that makes them perfectly. This is actually poured silver. So someone put this in a crucible, melted it down, and you get this beautiful 1 ounce bar. It has a high premium because it is poured by somebody and it is unique. You can see some skulls on the bottom here, but as you can see, it has been polished very, very well. Some poured silver isn't polished well because people like the imperfect silver because it's kind of unique and rare. So, yeah, this is a poured 1 troy ounce, which is really cool. And Caden, as he said, has 20 of those.
I love them.
He loves the 20 of these. That's literally like, it's $1,000 of these 1 ounce silver bars.
Look at this.
That sound is so beautiful.
It really is.
Okay.
I love this stream because we're just having fun. Nobody's watching, but we're going through a silver stack.
I have a very special mention. This is a 2.95 ounce silver Yoda head. This here's his name tag. We have a mintage of 50. You can see the date, the serial number. His name's Yoda, obviously. Look at this beautiful silver asset that we have in our collection.
Wow.
Love it.
It's very beautiful.
I love playing with silver. We're just
This is worth around $150, if anybody was wondering.
probably more because of the artistic value.
That is
Yeah, and
true.
there's only 50 of them made, so it has kind of a rare.
So probably more than that.
There's 50 of them in the world, which means the supply is very low. The melt value is $106, but people in the silver stacking community and collectibles community will pay a high price for unique pieces. So I would value that at around $200, but I don't know the exact value. It's really, really cool. It's basically valued at whatever somebody would pay for an amazing Yoda head.
Yeah, which it is amazing. That's probably my favorite piece.
It's a cool Yoda head.
It's
For all
a
those
Yoda.
Star Wars
Lover.
For all the
fans
Yoda
out there.
people out there.
Okay. I think it's
Show and tell video.
my turn.
There you go.
So, yeah, this is more of a show and tell.
Silver show and tell.
So, I recently got these a week or two ago. These are Sunshine State. I absolutely love these. They're 1 troy ounce, fine silver. There's some, like, Greek god on the back or something. It's a pretty piece. I really like it. And I have 10 of these. I kind of like how they come in this little stack thing. I don't really want to take them out just because they look nice, I guess. I absolutely love these. I also love them because they can do this. Yay. No, but I absolutely love. So right here, this is $1,000. Sorry, $500. Look at that. beautiful. But I love these. These were on sale. I think I got when silver was at 54, and then I got them on sale for like 53. So obviously I bought 10. So Ren, back to you. How about you give us a little bit of some information here?
We've been talking too much about what we enjoy about silver, but when push comes to shove, tender, which is pretty sad. But it is a con because it's really just you can't spend it like as currency. You need some cash in your life so that you can live your day-to-day life. You do need this stuff, even though we don't believe necessarily that this is the best investment. Then the pro to this though is because it's harder to spend, it forces you to save money. So when I buy one of these pieces, it kind of locks my money into it. So if I spend $100 on silver, I have $100 saved up. And most of the time, silver is so beautiful, I don't want to sell that piece.
This is the same as this. Two of these are 1 ounce American Eagles. It's the same as that cash right there.
It's the same value. And that is the biggest pro of stacking silver and why I think everybody should do it. And you eventually build up a collection, kind of like Caden has right here, that just gets bigger and bigger. Some people have 1,000 ounces. Some people have 3 coins. Some people have 50 coins. It doesn't really matter where you start. You will eventually get somewhere. And also, Caden, can you talk about how stacking silver really adds up over time? Because you're a newer stacker, so I want to hear this from you.
I really am. So I started stacking when I was pretty young, and then I think I had like 5 ounces at the time, and then I sold it all. I bought when it was like 19, and I sold when it was at like 25. Really wish I would have held on to it, but you know, I made a little bit of money. But here's how it can add up over time. So let's say you get a paycheck for, let's say you're a teenager, $800 a month. That's a pretty reasonable price if you're working some good hours. Every month, in my opinion, you should be putting $200 to $300 towards this. If you were doing that, let's say you put $200, you would get 4 of these coins a month. 4 of those coins times 12 months, 48 coins. So it adds up eventually over time. And what I love about silver right now is silver is believed that at the moment it is the same as how gold was back in the 1980s or so. That sounds about right.
Gold is skyrocketed.
Yeah, gold is skyrocketed, and silver is going to keep skyrocketing because of the industrial value it holds. I absolutely love gold. I have 2 1/10 ounces. I'm not as big into gold as I am into silver. I think silver is the future, like I said, because of the industrial value of it. But, Ren, can you tell us a little bit about gold? Do you know more? Or even Noah, you guys know more about gold than me.
Let's start off with Noah, and then where it doesn't fit his expertise, I'll fill in.
Yeah, so basically, gold, as opposed to silver, is more of a currency good based thing. Silver has a lot of industrial purposes, and while it is a precious metal that can be used in things like jewelry and luxury goods, gold is more geared toward that. Like if you were trying to make a nice watch, you would most likely make it out of gold. So gold is really just, you pay the price for the luxury and the rarity of the metal, as opposed to silver, which is a little more plentiful in the earth and has a lot more uses than gold. So it basically just depends on what type of thing you want to invest on. But usually, if you want gold is a lot more stable than silver because its value never goes away, since it is a thing that can be spent in exchange for goods or services, just like the dollar. Like an ounce of gold right now is worth 4,000 something dollars. So if we have this 1/10 ounce, then it's worth, sorry, $400.
Yeah, so
I forgot what I was saying.
okay, he forgot what he was saying, so I'll just fill in a little bit. as Noah was saying, gold has been around for a long time. This is the easiest way to understand it, I feel like, or it's the easiest way I can explain it. Gold is the money of kings. Okay? Gold is the money of kings. It's a luxury. People who owned gold, even back in the 1900s and 1800s, were wealthy people. It shows wealth to own and hold gold. Silver is the money of nobles. All of the royalty, the knights, those people owned silver because they weren't an emperor or a king, but they were still wealthier people than the average peasants, okay? Debt is the money of peasants. Debt is literally slavery. Debt is really, really bad, but that's not the subject we're talking about. Gold is luxurious, and it is a tier 1 asset. If we're talking about the different tiers of assets, we've got real estate on the top. That's what everyone shoots for. All the rich are like,
Cool.
real estate is the best, blah, 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 etc., etc. We could talk about it all day. Next, you've got gold. Next, you've probably got, nowadays, Bitcoin. Bitcoin and I would say Bitcoin and stocks are on that 3rd, 4th tier. So, well, it's honestly kind of a throw up with Bitcoin, gold,
It's
Bitcoin,
a bit
silver,
volatile.
and stocks. The least valuable asset is just holding your money. Just
Don't
stacking.
hold cash.
You don't
Never
just
hold cash.
You don't just stack cash. It goes down in value over time. So, with this all being said, gold is much more of a stable asset. Gold has always gone up every year, like 10, 15% per year. It always goes up. Silver, usually in its cycle, goes up really, really high, really, really fast. And then it stops for like 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 10 years. You know? And I know what you're thinking, 6, 7, right?
That's not what I was
But it goes up very consistently. Gold is the safe haven asset that every investor knows about. I mean, you've heard about gold even if you're not in finance. You've heard about gold.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't think about silver as an investment. They don't really realize it's there. So I would say silver is the sleeping giant. When it wakes
silver.
when it wakes up, you're gonna make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is a stable performer. It always is gonna go up. If you're scared of losing money, I would buy gold.
silver. Sorry, gold. Sorry, gold.
He loves
I'm a
silver.
silver guy.
He loves silver so much. I used to stack silver, but I feel like I have enough now, so I've been moving and transitioning into gold. I very much believe that gold is gonna hit $10,000 an ounce in my lifetime because I'm 15 years old. So I think it'll genuinely hit $10,000 by the time I'm retired. Maybe in my 70s, it could hit $10,000.
That's a fair guess, I think.
All right.
So I have one more thing to show you guys before we leave.
And we'll also see what's in the ominous.
Oh yeah, what's
Ominous
in this?
blue box.
Okay.
This is such a topic that I wish we could talk about for
Alright.
3 hours.
I know. I wish our camera's gonna die soon. So Noah, would you hold this for me?
Yes, I will.
Okay. This is what I want to talk about. So this is an American Eagle. This is 1 ounce. This is also an American Eagle. This is half an ounce. This is an American Eagle. This is 25% of an ounce. And then this is also an American Eagle. This is 1/10 an ounce. I absolutely love these because it goes from 1 to half to a quarter to a tenth. I absolutely love this. But the real show here is, drum roll please, in Noah's case here. Noah, do you want me to hold the camera for you?
Sure. Okay.
All right.
So, in the ominous blue box, we have. I'll pull this out. We have this American Historical Society Certificate of Authenticity. All these coins are genuine, and they're happy that we have them on display, as it says. We have here 5 pretty good condition Morgan silver dollars, ranging from dates from 1885 to 1921.
Absolutely beautiful
Absolute-
coins. I love these things. I absolutely cherish them. I love Morgan dollars. I love how they look. Just look how friggin' beautiful that is.
Beautiful pieces of history. This is real patriotism, American pride. This is one of the big coins that like started out our economy. It's just not only is it a great asset to have for its silver value, but it's also just a great piece of American heritage and history, and it's very nice.
Absolutely beautiful. We want to thank you all for watching. We had a lot of fun. Say bye, guys.
This is the Young Guns signing off. Guys, everybody say bye. We love y'all.
Alright.
See you, dude.
Guys.
Hopefully your investing journey goes well.
Go buy
Adios.
silver. Go buy
silver.
gold.
It's better than cash.
Bye.